Just ahead on Nightcast, the Voyager completes its round-the-world flight on one tank of fuel. And pilots Dick Rutan and Gina Yeager join some pretty good company in aviation history. Also coming up, the government asks for a recall of 250,000 Audi cars. And Pima County supervisors discuss the fate of an unpopular West Side chicken farm. Nightcast is next.
For the holidays
at Lucky.
The spirit of Arizona.
This is Channel 13 News Nightcast with Vic Caputo, Jerry Cartwright, Jimmy Stewart with weather, and Kevin McCabe on sports.
3 feet, 2 feet, 1 foot. Congratulations, Dick. You really did it, boy.
The last generation had Chuck Yeager and the Mercury astronauts. Before that, they had Charles Lindbergh. Tonight, new heroes for us to admire and for aviation history to record. Dick Rutan and Gina Yeager. Good evening. Vic is off tonight. It took 6 years of planning, 9 days of actual flying, but Rutan, Yeager, and the flying fuel tank called Voyager finally pulled it off. They completed the first ever round-the-world flight without refueling before 40,000 people at Edwards Air Base and millions more watching at home on TV. After climbing out of their cramped craft, they gave the thumbs up and sat triumphantly on top of their plane. After a quick medical exam, Rutan told reporters, the flight shows that Americans have the power to do anything they want.
Something that's very important, and it, no matter what age you are or what endeavor you're in, and that is that life is an opportunity, and it's only limited. What you want to do and what you can achieve is only limited by what you can dream about.
Like anything, it's always a lot more difficult than you ever imagine. And like we've said from the beginning, if it had been easy, we'd done it a long time ago.
Both said they probably wouldn't do it again, but they're happy to get the chance to do it just once. Next stop, Washington, D.C. The plane will be given to the Smithsonian Institution, and Rutan and Yeager will receive medals from President Reagan. There's no question that Voyager accomplished something technologically. No plane had ever gone around the world non-stop without refueling. But it also did something else. It restored a nation's pride in the spirit of adventure. U of A psychology professor William Idelson was one of the millions who watched Voyager's triumphant landing this morning. And like so many of us, he followed the Odyssey from the beginning.
We have a national myth that technology is going to solve all our problems. And I think that myth's been challenged in the last year. We've seen that technology can be fallible, and we've seen that people can be fallible. And I think to me at least, what this did was sort of reinforce my faith in technology and in people and the ability of just ordinary people to solve the problems of the world.
Another thing to remember, this was not a government-sponsored mission. NASA had nothing to do with Voyager. This was the work of a small group of adventurers with a small company. In the nation's capital today, it was the same song, third verse. Retired Air Force General Richard Secord refused to testify to a House committee on Fifth Amendment grounds. John Poindexter and Oliver North did the same thing 2 weeks ago before both House and Senate committees. Also today, President Reagan asked the Senate Intelligence Committee, which has finished its investigation, to send him its report so that he and the American people can find out what the committee found out.
All of these indications that maybe I know more than I'm talking about, I'm trying to find out, too, what happened.
But the president has all these people. All he has to do is ask them in. And if he hasn't done that, I don't know the reason. Why he would want this committee's report to tell him what happened in his own White House is beyond me.
One other development today in Washington. Doctors confirmed that the tumor they found in CIA Director William Casey's brain is cancerous. They also say it is treatable. But Casey will not be able to return to his duties or testify in the Iran arms investigation for several weeks or even months. The U.S. military has 10 big new weapons in its arsenal. Air Force officials say that 10 MX missiles became operational last night.